Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pop you out. Do this, and then my audio sounds good to me. So what I'm going to do is turn off the audio on the stream and play some music. So we have switch audio, doesn't go here, and then we're going to do, what's it called again? Rhythm box. Ooh, we're starting with a good one. Okay, everything seems to be working. I seem to be live and everyone should be showing up and I should be able to see everything, so we should still, hopefully it worked. Okay, that might be a bit loud. Luckily, it's literally my volume changes as well. All right. Make sure that goes to 0. Let's do some soft resetting. 2 fire reds, 1 leaf green. Or 1 fire red, 2 leaf greens. Should not be too hard. 2 switches, 1 DS. Huh? Okay, this is gonna take a minute. You know what? I realized what I was doing wrong. Take the Charmander. Do this. Do this. These are going to be longer than I thought doing 3 games at once. Alright, we gotta do that instead of those. So wait, which one did I miss? Hello, welcome on in. I'm getting used to hunting on 3, so the first few encounters are probably going to take a bit. Let's see. Okay, then we do all 4, and all 4. Perfect. Then we do 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Alright. Now the first one's over, it should be a little easier. Can you hear the music okay? Is it too loud? You know? Then we do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, and then we start hitting the B buttons. No. Don't really have much to talk about. Normally I talk pretty well on stream. You can really see the difference between the Switch emulator and the DS recording. It's not too bad though. I kind of like the original better. Okay, we'll do 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Not sure I like that very much. Maybe I can do this instead. Let's see, is that gonna work okay? I might go to full controllers instead. The Joy-Cons just I don't like them very much. No nickname. I forgot I did that. That needs to be that. All right, do 1, 2, and I really should update my programming and make it work the same way as the Switch one does, where the X and Y buttons can act as the start and select. Not sure if I really should, but welcome on in, everybody. Thank you for coming in. We're doing Charmander today. The top 2 are my Switches. The bottom one is a DS with a TV out mod, so it's not the best video quality. I will eventually make the video quality a little better on it. Because right now I'm running it through a cheap HDMI converter, and in the future I would like to get something like a RetroTink for it. So, but it's not that bad, albeit, you know. The only thing I really need to do is change my programming a little bit. I definitely would like to make it like the Nintendoswitch for my controller support. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't need to do that. I just need to go grab a rubber band. I remember what I programmed into it real quick. This is the OG creative mode music. Right here. Basically what I did was I made it so that the original button combination for the DS also works for resetting GBA games, is how I programmed it. So LR start and select will work, so I will be able to just put a rubber band around this and we should be good to go to reset these. Once I get the rubber band around it, of course. And if you haven't seen my video, my short video on what it is, you should definitely go check that out as well. Let me get this rubber band right. There we go. Now that should work. Tell me if audio's okay, music's okay, everything, please. Oops. Guess this one's gonna be named A. It depends on if you go to odds or not. That's part of why I'm triple hunting. Odds are 1 in 8192 in these games, so if you go to odds, it takes a while. If I remember correctly, you can do around 120 an hour per game. I think it's between 120 and 150 per hour per game. So not bad at all. What's that face for? Is something wrong? Is the audio or something off? I'm still getting set up, so. If something's wrong with the audio, the music, or my voice, or anything, let me know so I can fix it. Or is that just a response to the odds? That is much better. I was super tempted to make it so you only have to press LR and start or select, like the 3DS, but I feel like I would absolutely reset over a shiny. In fact, I have reset over a shiny using a controller mod on the 3DSs with it. And it would actually make it impossible to do these checks because the start and select buttons matter in these games. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Let's see. Do you guys like the layout? I worked pretty hard on that. That took me way longer than I thought it would, but I'm super happy with that layout. Hello, name that I cannot read. Let's see, that one needs to be this one. Okay, let's make sure we do this one. Yes. Make sure we start mashing the B buttons. It'd be nice if I could reset them all at the same time instead of having to do... Let's see, so that one goes there. Down goes there. Wait, huh? Oh, okay. I just missed it. So 2 of them are my Switches. 1 of them is my DS with my physical copy. I've bought Fire Red on 1, Leaf Green on the other, and then this is my brother's copy of Leaf Green that I'm currently shiny hunting on. And I'm using 1 Joy-Con each, and then a controller mod for the DS Lite. If you want to check it out, I do have a couple of shorts going over my DS that I made. And the Switches, it's just kind of standard. Eterna Forest, love this one. You can see the difference in video quality. I mean, you can see that they did a really good job in upscaling it on the 3DS. Or, not on the 3DS. You can see they did a really good job with the upscaling and the colors and stuff on the Switch version. Although, I still think I like the DS better. I know it sounds weird. Like, oh, how can you like something that's so outdated and it doesn't look right? But I like the look of a standard console over an emulated, upscaled kind of game. It sounds stupid, but I prefer it like that. So yeah, I'm using 3 controllers. You can do 1 Joy-Con a piece per Switch, and then I've got a controller mod for my DS. that helps with that as well. Figured we'd go for Charmander first. I do want to get all three. There are a couple ways. If you're playing in docked mode, you can use a... it's called... you can actually use the GameCube controller, the Wavebird, because they don't have any limit on how many you can do. So if you're in docked mode, you can use a Wavebird controller. And then there are a couple of other mods. I don't remember what they're called. I would tell you. There's a couple of mods that actually mimic Pro controllers, and it allows you to control multiple at once. I would have to go and figure out what that is again. But the easiest way is just to get a couple of cheap knockoffs. Yeah, I understand some people have that that viewpoint. I personally don't mind at all. I've always shiny hunted with multiple controllers and multiple hands. One of the things that make it easier is it depends on what hunt you're doing. So if you're doing something like the starter hunts, it's a little worse. But for a lot of the reset hunts, I've turned to turbo controllers. So like I have a turbo macro on my DS. I've got a couple of switch controllers with turbo buttons, and that significantly helps quite a bit. What up, Way? I finally decided that I'm gonna do some shiny hunting with them after taking way too long to build them and taking way longer on the layout than I should have. That one needs to go there. Yeah, the easiest way is the Wavebird if you're gonna do all at once. Oh, another great one, Driftvale City. Well, the other option is I recommend, definitely, for a lot of reset hunts, I recommend turbo controllers. They will save you a lot of carpal tunnel because you can just use turbo controllers with rubber bands, and then you barely have to do any work at all. I mean, they're tactile switches, so I don't think... The DS wouldn't be a huge problem. They're just tactile switches. And there are open source... Well, there's not an open source controller mod, but there are controller mods for the DS. So if you're not... Again, if you have Fire Red and Leaf Green, and you're playing on a DS, then there are controller mods that are exactly what you're looking for. I personally don't recommend them. I think they are overpriced for what they are. So I have developed mine using an Arduino and an open source library called BluePad32. But if you had physical cartridges and you were just looking to shiny hunt in multiple games, there is a company that makes controller mods for the DS and DS Lite consoles that make it so you can control all of them with one controller. There's one that with an SNES controller. There's one that makes one controller the host. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. I just used open source libraries with an Arduino. Let's see. I keep forgetting. I need to hit the start and select button instead of the X and Y buttons on the 3DS. X and Y. This is as I love this OST. I'm sorry. I kind of geek about the different soundtracks I have in my file. I've got to do some more refining for it. So I want to get the speakers done, make the speakers work, and then I need to modify the design. So since I started development, there is actually a new board that people make on AliExpress, which is good. So I want to integrate that one into my design because it's $35 to $40 for the board, the firmware chip, and a cable. So if I can do that, that'll significantly... that will significantly affect the pricing and availability of it. So I think I did these ones already. So I got to do a little more playing around with it. And then I'm not sure if it'd be what you need, Way. Because what I've decided to do instead of doing one controller controlling them all, I've decided to do macros that kind of handle that for you. So I've got an encounter macro, a turbo macro. So in theory, I don't actually need the controller, or I don't need one controller controlling them all because I've already got macros that should handle it pretty well. That's what I decided. You can do one controlling them all. The problem is it makes it a little more complicated. because you have to use a bigger board than the Arduino I currently use, or we have to use a third external board connected to something else, which might be the goal, would be having that third one connected instead. But no, I don't do RNG manipulation. I personally prefer shiny hunting at the full odds. Well, I don't prefer full odds. I prefer shiny charm odds. I'm a weirdo where personally, I don't like method hunts, but I do like the shiny charm odd hunts. So I'm kind of a weirdo where I do a lot of full odds and shiny charm odds hunts, but I don't do a whole lot of method hunting anymore unless I have to, because I'm not. Method hunting takes way too much effort compared to just like this. I can literally just mash the A button, talk to you guys, occasionally look. While method hunting takes so much effort and so much focus that it's really hard to do multiple of them, and it's really hard to talk while doing it. Yeah, but I enjoy it. I really do enjoy. The reason I enjoy shiny hunting is mostly because it's just kind of chilling while hanging out. I can just hang out with people and talk while I do resets like this. And, you know, it's just fun to kind of enjoy resetting while hanging out with friends. I understand some people don't like it. And some people will want to RNG manip, but I don't personally. Is it weird that I like the bottom DS game better, even though it's objectively worse to look at? But like I prefer it like an old school console look over the emulator look. Okay, that goes there. I'm getting the hang of controlling 3 controllers now. It usually takes me a minute for the start of stream to get used to my controller layout. But once I do, encounters go real fast. We've done 20 in 15 minutes, which is not bad at all. Puts us on route for 80 an hour per game. Not bad at all. Wait, only 80 an hour? That doesn't make sense. I must have been slow on some of these. I know I was slow on some of these. That's slow. Maybe I was misinformed how many we can do a minute, but I thought it was several a minute, so. I mean, I know it's at least 2 a minute. Do that and those. 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. We'll have to see how many we get after this hour stream. After we get an hour into stream. That Minecraft music seems a bit quiet, doesn't it? I was really hoping more people would show up like that. Might have to tweak the title or to make something. Oops. Wrong button. Let's see. So you'll be able to do this and that. Okay. We do know what to do now if we get the wrong thing. Oh, that one needs to go there, there, there. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and pause the recording real quick. I'm going to modify my title a bit. I'm going to play around with the title for a minute, see if I can't get a little bit better of a title for getting people in. Physical versus digital. I'm just playing with my title if anyone's still here. Those are all bad. You go here, and I'm going to adjust my title, see how well it does. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Go here. Ooh, we're at 618 now. Let's do... Can I modify them while I'm streaming? I don't know if I can modify them while I'm streaming or not, but we're sure going to try and get a little bit better of a title. I can. Let's try this. KANTO, shinyhunting versus... digital. Let's try that. See how that goes. Alright, I'll get back to shinyhunting now. Oh, when did that happen? Just do that and we'll assume 24. We'll assume this is the 24th encounter because I didn't notice that. Now hopefully people flock in with the new title. Otherwise I'll change it again. Should I run a poll real quick? I don't know if I'm going to run a poll or not. Of course, being away for 2 seconds made it like, oh. I could probably run a couple different polls. Alright, I was going to make that 24, huh? I wasn't going to map it. Oops. Apparently I stopped recording that one. Ooh, we've already got more people in. Maybe I did find a decent title this time. Maybe it is a better title. Who knows? We'll see if it's a better title or not. Alright, let's see. There, and there. And this time I'm not going to count it because that one, the last one was supposed to be counted. I do like how it gives you the blue outline. So you'll know exactly when, you know. The benefit of reset hunts is you'll know exactly... Well, the benefit of hunts like this are you'll know exactly which one. You'll know exactly which one it is just by the outline. I think I want to make a poll, but poll would take too much time. So maybe I won't take a poll. I wonder if moderators can make polls for you. 1, 2, 3... Dun, da, 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 dun, da. Where'd the music go? Rhythm box, hello? Oh, that's interesting. It's still outputting music, but not to my headphones. What the hell? Oh, it's probably because I took a little break. It is so buggy. Mute that for a second. Go here.
Front, right.
I gotta fix my audio real quick. Something's wrong with my headphones. Come on, I should hear audio now. Gotta love Ubuntu.
Front, right. Front, left.
Wow, it is clearly outputting, but I can't hear it anymore. I want to be able to hear my own music. Why does this happen every time I stream? Now I might have an even worse title. Hello? Oh, you know what? Oh, it's working. Come on, output my audio. Maybe we pause this real quick. We can go here. Reconnect you. Oh, I know what's going on. I think it's my phone. There we go. Now I should be able to hear it if I go here and here. It says I should be able to hear it, but it's like, nope. Oh, there it goes. Now I can hear it. Cool. Finally, it's fixed. Can unpause the dang recording. Yay. Dun. Bum, 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 bum. 75 per game, or 75 between all 3 games. Okay, I may need to tweak the title again. Is it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I don't have to tweak the title again. I thought maybe I would have to tweak the title to see if it worked, but it looks like it's gonna do okay. Not as well as my 100 hours on its streams, but you know. That. Let's see. Man, I would love if this were as fast as my Chikorita hunt that one time. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back now. I need to adjust the title. But still no luck. $100 hours and that's basically what I did. Let's see, what do I want to try? No, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to figure out what I can do title-wise. I don't know what to do title-wise. I did shiny hunting versus, that didn't work. Let's do Firehead. I'll just do that and see how well it goes. I think they were all supposed to be at 28 is what we were at, and some of them did a little differently when I was typing on other stuff. So let's see, we need 4, 5, 6, we need 4, and then you need to be 2. Okay, that should fix those, and we should be able to get back to hunting because I got distracted again, playing around with my titles. Alright. That should work. I wonder if it'll work better over... Oh, you need to do that. Oh, immediately after I changed the title, it went up. So hopefully this title's good. Alright, let's make sure we do this, this, this. And I gotta make sure I'm start recording again. No shiny, no shiny, and no shiny. Ooh, I got an email too. Oh, just that. What do you guys want to talk about today? So I completely forget that there is a chat. There we go. Let's do that. No shiny, no shiny, no shiny. I forgot how long Kogera's theme is. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Thanks, Ambi. I spent way more time on it than I should have, but I'm really proud of it. It mimics the games really well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. How's the title look? You think it's good enough? I played with the title a bit, and this is the best one so far, so I might leave it. You still streaming yourself, or did you end your stream? Nope, that isn't my extra Switch. That's my DS. That is the physical copy of Leaf Green right there. It is my brother's physical copy that I'm currently shiny hunting on. Yeah, it's like they're competing against each other for the shinies. I tried physical versus digital in the thumbnail, and I tried physical versus digital in the title, but it didn't work. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, and then if anyone asks, I'll explain it. Oh, I see. So we didn't overlap that much. And like I said, it is weird. I like the look of the DS better than the Switch emulator. It feels like it's more natural to what the original one was. You know, you've got way more vibrant colors and awesome upscaling on the Switch, but it just doesn't look, you know, authentic enough. Like, you know, how we were talking about emulation versus OG. Any bets on how long it'll take? My bet would be that the physical game will get it first. The physical game, never found a shiny, obviously got the most encounters on it, built up. But I've done quite a bit of... I did play through Fire Red as well on another account for building up the decks and getting some items and training up a team, so... Let's see, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I know. I tried to optimize that as much as I could, but unfortunately, with the aspect ratio of the GBA, it's a little difficult. Like, there's just no way to get all three reasonably on screen with their aspect ratio and get them looking bigger and more reasonable. I mean, I could have left the switches how they were, but then there'd be the big black bars, and they would be really small because of the big black bars. And I think I'd rather do it this way, where I crop the bars out and scale them up a bit. I am recording on the big one though, like with all three of them. It is the same thing though. It's got quite a bit left and right because getting the aspect ratio right, it's a lot different than using the capture card DS. But I think I agree with a lot of people. I think it looks better in the proper aspect ratio over the DS aspect ratio. Because I modified the DS aspect ratio to match on the layout. So it should look almost identical to the other ones. No shiny, no shiny, and no shiny. We're officially over 100. I mean, we were officially over 100 a couple encounters ago. But now we're well over 100. It does make you realize how much slower the DS is. The resets on the Switch emulator are so much faster. So the DS does slow down the total resets ever so slightly, but it's not bad. That just means I should do this one first, then these two, and then that should keep them up pretty well. If we reset the DS first. All right, let's see. What I'm really debating is whether or not I do try and get a GB operator and then use custom firmware to get the DS save, or to get the actual GBA save on the Switch if I get something for it. Because otherwise I'm only double hunting. Let's see, we got you, and I did it backwards again. I should have done that the other way again. It does seem like Pokemon streams have died off a little more. Like when Fire Red and Leaf Green first released, like you would get 30 to 40 viewers per stream per Pokemon game, and now it's back down again. I don't know if that's because of what I'm doing or the title or thumbnail different, the hashtag's different, but it is lower. Or maybe it's just because I haven't streamed in a while again, so I have to work my way back up. You know, but it's a Friday night, and maybe that's part of it too. It's a Friday night. So there's so many people streaming that there's a lot of people to watch. Oh, can you guys still hear the music? Because it cut out of my headphones again. It sounds like it's still playing. I'm just not able to hear it. Oh, there it goes. I missed some of my favorite. It cut out of my headphones and I missed it. Yeah, the algorithm, it feels like they change it so often, it's really hard to stay in. Like sometimes the algorithm does really well. Let's see, we're gonna do this, that. Oops, we're gonna do those again, those again, those again. That one, and that one. Yeah, Bluetooth is buggy on Ubuntu, so occasionally the audio is just like, fuck you, I'm gonna do my own thing. Any bets as to which game gets it first, Ambi? I know you've had really good luck, so maybe, maybe I'd steal your luck, do a really quick hunt. Alright, let's see. Got that one, and that one. I don't know how late I streamed tonight. I don't really have anything else to do. I don't know why this is on this playlist. This is just random route music, but I do love Diamond and Pearl music. Let's see, you're gonna do that, and that. Okay. Nothing, and nothing. I wasn't sure if I would be a fan of... it's a plugin. It's called, I believe it's ADEM Viewer or something like that. You don't have to pay for it. It's literally just a plugin on OBS that sets up as a separate one. I'll be glad to help you set it up. Like, it's literally you download the plugin, get it going, and it works the same way. What I mostly use it for is I mostly just record. I record on the big one, and then I stream from the shorts one. Because, you know, you want the reaction full screen for a normal YouTube video, but you don't want to stream the full one because shorts is kind of where it's at now, where everyone just kind of comes in and hangs out. Let me get the name of that for you real quick. Yeah, it's AITUM vertical plugin. I'll go ahead and put a link in the chat. That way you know what it is. Just click that and then look up some of the documentation for it. It's not that hard to use. It basically brings out a separate window for your vertical stuff. And I know, and since it released, YouTube actually has an official way of doing both at the same time now. You can actually stream both officially on YouTube now. You don't have to do some janky or stuff to get around it, but I'm really tempted to reset my games and do the beginning faster so I don't have to deal with that. Because if you do it fast enough, you won't even have that first message. But I don't know if I'd want to do that or not. It would probably hasten the encounter, so. But so far, this is not a bad rate at all. I mean, it's pretty damn good, so. Wait, was that all that was? Oh, maybe. Did it? I should be able to still hear something. Oh, there it goes. My phone decided it was going to override the audio again. What I really need to do is just do this. Do this with the volume all the way down. There we go. Now I can see it on my phone and still have it. Ba-ba-da-da, ba-da-da, no shinies here. Okay, I realize the music may have been a bit loud there. Sorry about the loud music for a second. I didn't realize how loud it got until I was listening to it through my headphones. 2 leaf greens, 1 fire red, head to head, digital versus physical. Who will win? I really should fix one of the ones on the layout, but I'm kind of too lazy to do it. So let's do this, this. And I gotta pull chat back up. Love it. Anything Gen 2 I love. So, Ambi, if I'm getting this right, do you want to stream shorts and the other one at the same time? Or do you just want to be able to switch between them really easily? Like, not have to do it. What you're probably doing right now is switching between scene collections, and then one scene is set up for vertical and one is set up for horizontal. That'd be my guess. Is kind of what you're doing right now. Do you want to stream both at the same time, or do you just want to be able to switch between them really easily? It is weird how out of sync these games end up. I cannot wait to do more with the DSs though, like Gen 4 shiny hunting. I still have to set up my Smeargles though. But I decided I'm just going to breed them in Gen 7 or Gen 6 and then pass them down. You should not be chatting in my chat while driving, Ambi. How horrible idea. Which I definitely haven't done before. What will come on next? Ooh, a Zelda soundtrack. You officially hit 50 encounters. There's 150 between all 3 games. I bet you we could hit 1,000 tonight. A cop would not share that same equivalency. Let's see, that one's that one. I don't recognize this town. I've played Black and White and I know most of the soundtracks, but I don't remember what this one is. Is it the starting town? Apparently I'm typing in chat every time I update my number. We'll make this one 54. I think I might have counted an extra one. But no one's commented on the names yet. The names of the rival. I thought you weren't a fan of Black and White, Ambi. You've been lying. Do you secretly love Black and White so much you know all of the soundtracks? Whoopsies, wrong one. I gotta get that one back up to the same place. I really do. I really like the colors on the DS better. Like, it feels way more like the authentic experience. Like, everything's just more bright and blown out of color on the emulator. Like, I just like how the DS looks. It's weird how much better I think it looks. I've never been a huge fan of the emulated look versus the OG hardware. That is one of the things I'm a fan of with some FPGA boards and some emulators that lets you pick between, like, you can make it look like with scan lines and other stuff like it. I really like those. I'm trying to find what video out kit I would want for the GBA if I did get a couple of video out kits for the GBA. But I don't think I'll need them. I think if they release Ruby Sapphire and Emerald on the Switch, then I'll just do hunting from the DS's. I will need at least 2 GBAs, but I don't know if I need them video out. So, this is a Gerudo Valley, I think? Squirtle, 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 squirtle. Let's see. You'll know the blue. Like, how quickly did you know? I don't think I've seen your reactions. I think I think for the both the reactions, I saw the thumbnail because it quickly became the thumbnail. And then, how quickly were you able to know, like, that's shiny, like, immediately from the blue outer bar? This one's Nimbasa City, or Raimon City, because for some reason I downloaded the Japanese name for it. Has anyone double checked if we can play the games with one sideways switch Joy-Con? Because if I can play it with the sideways switch Joy-Con, then that'd probably be a little more comfortable. And then I forgot to do this a minute ago, so we'll go ahead and have to do this. This one should just be 2 and 3, so they catch up. I don't know when they got out of sync, but yeah, you know how you can play the Joy-Con either way, where you can play with 2 of them, or for a lot of games you play it sideways in the thing? Oh, that's what I'm asking about. Nimbasa City. I love the soundtrack from Black and White, and I love the games. I was telling someone on Instagram, like, Black and White 2 are probably the best Pokemon games on the DS, and then Platinum is second behind that. And then behind Platinum, you got Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then behind that, you got Diamond and Pearl. And none of them are bad games. They're just, you know. They're just great. Oh, I do need to finish the starter hunt. I want to do quad starter hunting on that, though. So I gotta get the second one set up. Gotta get some stuff sold on eBay to make some money, and then I can buy the parts to finish building the second one. Because someone messed up the ribbon cable at some point. So I gotta order another ribbon cable for the second one. And I found some parts, so I'm gonna play with actually doing the speakers. And I gotta figure out... I've been printing on the Creality K2 for the cases. And I gotta figure out the best settings for support-wise compared to the Cura settings. Driftville City, baby! We're almost at 200 between 3 games. See, one thing I like about the full odds hunting in older games is how fast the dang resets are. And this is why I definitely need a Switch too, because I could imagine resetting the Switch games. Oh, that is that one. Dumbass. How did that one get so far behind? I don't know. Do that. Okay. Claim the Charmanders. Wow, the algorithm does not like me today. I wonder if it realized if it's reading through the text and it realized what my rivals' names are. It's like, oh shit, we don't want to post that. I don't think you even noticed what my rival name is, though. I don't think anyone's commented on the rival names yet. Moog City, Seaport 118. Let's see, so we're gonna do that. That might be what it is. It might be my rivals' names. YouTube might be like, you got bad words. You know. Although if that kills the stream, that'd be so stupid. I bet you it's just the algorithm, like you said. Some people come in, some people come out. But if you stream for long enough, it doesn't matter. You get more watch time than average videos, so you're better off that way. All right, let's see. I want to do this, that. It is really weird playing with the DS and the Switches at the same time. Come on, I didn't hit beat that early. Yes, I did. I did, in fact, hit B too early. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in, though. Even if it's only a few people, you know, I really appreciate it. We're showing off the DS TV out on the bottom screen, which just so happens to be the one you can't see through chat. So, sorry. I did the best I can. I don't know the best way to do so many switches, and I don't know how to do triple or quad hunting on shorts really well, because otherwise the games are just so tiny. Tacos. I'm gonna go grab some tacos real quick after this encounter. Oopsies, these two need to go like that. Need to go. Those need to go like that. Right. And like this, this. I obviously can't eat while triple hunting, so I'm gonna pause the recording and we're gonna listen to some music while I go get something to eat. Hi. I have tacos and water. I miss Lumio City and I'm assuming some Minecraft. So I'm gonna move my microphone a little out of the way. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to shiny hunt through supersonic racing? What? So hopefully you can still hear me, but you won't be able to hear me too much. Ow. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Did I leave it at 6.9 while eating? Oh, no, no. Fuck that. 69's better. I should have left it at 69 while eating. 69 and 420 are way better. It is weird how it jumps up and down quite a bit tonight. Not as much as before, but... Sorry for anyone tuning in. I'm taking a bit of a break to eat. Got some yummy tacos. Make sure to drink some water too. And apparently someone pointed out that I believe it's 6'7", so... Yummy tacos. Let me look at what I've done in the past. I'm trying to figure out what to do for best title. I'm thinking live Kanto Shiny Hunting Showdown. I feel like it'll work well. Yeah. On my other ones, I never did anything in caps other than the game, so let's try this. I'm gonna try that as my thing. That should work a little better, probably. Let's see what that looks like. I'll go to Instagram for a second. Double check that too. This food is really good. I love tacos. Sorry for not hunting for a minute. Food is more important. Especially when you make a mess. Alright, I think I can get back to hunting. We don't want to be too close, but we don't want to be too far away. I feel like that's good right there. Right on time for Minecraft music. Alright. I can go ahead and unpause the recording. And let's do some shiny hunting. I feel like I do want to move this. Oops, sorry about that. I need to tighten one of my bolts. Tell me if that's good or bad if you have an issue with the audio. Make sure we go here and here. Okay. Minus that, and I think we're good to go. I should have made a poll in all that time, and I still may. Alright, first encounter, back from eating. Are we going to get lucky? The first number after 6-7, so as long as 6-7 isn't lucky, I'm good. What we really want is a nice 6-9 luck. Like, that would make us very notable. It would be very notable. Charmander. Come on, Charmander number 69. You can do it. And do this, this, and that. No shiny, no shiny, and no shiny. Imagine I can use this in the full video. Okay, there's still some music. It just got really quiet. No shiny, no shiny, no shiny. Oh. Do you want to ask something? Let's see. Nope. No. 69 wasn't lucky. 70 wasn't lucky. Maybe 71 will be lucky. Who knows? No shiny, no shiny, and no shiny. So apparently I gotta put my headphones on charge, which means you might not be able to listen to music for a minute. As long as the microphone doesn't pick up a duplicate music. Like that. Oh, even if I have my output muted, you guys can still hear it. Cool. I thought it wouldn't work like that. It sucks that I can't listen to it, but that's okay. My headphones got a charge. I thought I charged them up enough before stream, but I guess I didn't, so. B button. B button. Let's see. Nope. Nope, and nope. Let me double check something real quick. Hey, it's doing better already. Alright, this one, I think I just need to do 2 this time to catch it up real quick. There's those ones, and those ones. Back to hunting for a minute. Got distracted again. They're all up to spec. Oh, this. What if I should post it in the Discord? I think I forgot to post it in the Discord. You know what? We better post it in the Discord. See if anyone shows up. Let's do one more check real quick. And we'll do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna post the stream in the Discord. Okay, that is the link I want. Let's go to Discord real quick. And then I'm going to share it in Discord. We'll go to my Discord first. Then we'll go to Ambi's Discord in self-promo. And then we'll go to, I don't remember if Way has a self-promo world or not, but. I don't think he does. So we'll stay out of that one. But we posted in Amy's and my Discord, so we'll see how well it goes. I stopped at 75. That's an interesting number to stop on. I still have no idea if the music's going correctly. It looks like it's not. Don't know why it did that. It just decided it was going to end. You know, that's why viewership dropped down. It was like, no music in the background? No, thank you. Oh, let's see what we need to do. Both of these need to go A, and then B. That one was way better on the, that one was actually better on the regular DS, which is interesting. I've got Ruby and Sapphire music in my head. Don't know why. 10:30. Ba-da-dum, 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 bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you got a break. It sounds like you spent a lot of time. You spent a lot of times with your kid, and I know that I know that they can wear you out quite a bit. Let's see. Just keep mashing the B button. Welcome in, Matt. It's been forever since we caught up. I think we haven't been on a call in like almost a year and a half. It's literally just been back and forth memes. Yeah, the top two are the Switches, and the bottom one is my DS that I finally finished after 2 years of on and off work because I kept adding and subtracting features from it. Let's see, we need to go. I just won't add that one. Fire Red and Leaf Green are the GOAT. I do want to hunt all three starters, which is why I kind of don't want to get it on the GBA game. Because I kind of want to be able to triple hunt for a while. If I get it on the GBA game, I won't be able to triple hunt because I have no other. I don't even own an SP anymore. I broke my SP and sold it, which means I won't even be able to trade the games. We need 1 and 3, right? Yeah. So, I mean, unless I have been tempted to get an SP, and then I could probably get Pokemon Box working on the Wii to triple hunt, but you still have to play through the game before you can do that. Yeah, maybe you'll give me some shiny luck. I love the way they look in Gen 3. Like, Gen 2 and Gen 3 shinies are so goated. We don't want to give it a nickname. Like, I love everyone shiny hunting. Although, I hate that some people have had such good luck. I hope I would have that luck, but my luck's never that good. I went over 9,000 and never got my shaman. Like, my full odds luck. Well, I guess that's not true. My full odds luck when not streaming is great. When I stream full odds, my luck is terrible. Like, I've had really good full odds luck in Gen 4. Like, I got a random shiny Golbat. I got Totodile and Chikorita in reasonable amounts of times. I did Giratina and Rotom in under odds on in Platinum. Like, I've had some really good full odds luck in Gen 4. Gen 3, I've never hunted in. Well, okay, I did start hunting. I have done a little bit of the which one is that? That's you. I have done a little bit of starter resets offline on Ruby and Sapphire since I did get my Ruby and Sapphire physical cartridges not too long ago. But what I want to do is I want to do quad shiny hunting with the remakes and the originals. So do 3DS Gold and Silver and Crystal with Heart Gold and Soul Silver and put them against each other. Thanks, man. That'd be awesome. I'd love to get more people in. I always forget to ping in my own Discord that I'm live, and then people don't show up, and I'm like, why aren't people showing up? Because I didn't even ping in my own Discord. Also, which one do you prefer? Do you like the 3DS emulator, or are you like me and the bottom screen actually looks better even though it's worse quality because it feels way more real than the emulators on the 3DS versus the actual hardware of the DS? Although I don't know how many people who play Beyblade are like, ooh, this random shiny hunter? Who's this? I don't even know what your channel's been up to. I bet you passed me a long time ago because I've been a little busy. My Instagram does really well. The one I posted the other day did almost 1 million views. It did like 500,000 in 24 hours, and then it peaked at like 750K after the first few days. So it's not as good as the original one I posted, which did, I think, 1.5 million over time. So far, at least. Shiny luck. Let's get some shinies today. No way I'd have that great a luck. I also really like how this layout turned out. I wasn't expecting it to turn out nearly this good, but I started playing around, and it worked out so well between the gradient. What I did is I basically took a fire, and then I overlapped the fire effect, and then I just swirled it, and then changed the color. And it ended up mimicking the games so well. Like, better than I was ever anticipating. Yeah, I was actually thinking we should do a Fire Red and Leaf Green Nuzlocke on the official Switches. Only I would absolutely lose that too. Although, I have been replaying games a little better. Yeah, you know, probably because you don't want to be woken up. Have you played Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch yet, or do you still not own a Switch? Yeah, I was seriously thinking about doing a co-op Nuzlocke on the Switch version and seeing how well it does. But what I was saying was, I have been being better at playing the older games. I'm actually doing, I've actually been grinding. I've actually been EV training, like on my other playthrough that I was doing so that I can get some shiny teams set up. I finished Sevi Islands in the 8th gym around level 50. So I trained all my Pokemon up to 55 while EV training them, and I went in the Elite Four and I managed to beat them with a couple of items that I got from the shop with them at level 55 going in. Yeah, I can imagine that. My brother was the same way. When I first got it, I'm like, you know, you need to play this. I will literally put this on your Switch for you and won't play it myself for a while. And he would not put it away for a while, and then he got bored of it eventually. Although I was surprised, like I was expecting him to have a challenge with it, because the whole thing was like, oh, these younger generations, you know, they don't know how hard these games were. He got to the first rival fight with an underleveled Pidgey, an underleveled Bulbasaur, and an underleveled something else in his team. And you know what he does? He potion stalls while sand attacking to beat the rival fight while really underleveled, and I'm like, oh, you know what? He's not gonna have a problem with these games if he's just gonna do all of the really obnoxious stall strategies. That was one thing I do hate about these games, is the number of things that use minimize and sand attack and all the other ones. It just gets annoying over time. But that is part of why I did put Aerial Ace on my Dodrio, or yeah, my Doduo and my Dodrio. Because once I got aerial ace, it was like, oh, I'm just gonna aerial ace all this stuff, you know? I don't need to worry about minimize anymore or stand attack anymore. Yeah. Bro, my worst Nuzlocke, right? I don't remember if I filmed it, but I was doing a Let's Go Nuzlocke, and I come across a trainer, and this guy has an Oko move, right? And he hits 3 Oko moves in a row on my team, completely having me to fail the Nuzlocke. Now, it was my fault, because I had a flying type, and it was Fisher, so I could have absolutely swapped out my Pokemon for a flying type, but I completely forgot. And then that's how I lost that Nuzlocke. And then, you know how well our other Nuzlocks have gone. I think I've still got them on here somewhere. Like, every Nuzlocke I've failed. I don't know if I've still got the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer one up, but I've got a few of them still up somewhere. I think I've got over 250 videos. I don't know how many of them I've hidden though. Let's see. Ooh, Driftville City again. We must be through the playlist and going through already again. Lovely. We're almost at 300. That's crazy. I love double and triple hunting. I'm gonna be so glad to quad hunt. Once I finally get the other one built, quad hunting is gonna be so much fun between the different generations. I want to do the starters in Ruby and Sapphire and Auras at the same time. And I want to do the starters in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Gold, Silver, and Crystal at the same time with my 3DSs and my DS. Then I want to do Diamond and Pearl and BDSP at the same time. That one's going to be a fun one, but that one might have to wait until I get a couple of Switch 2s, because I really do need Switch 2s for BDSP Shiny Hunting. That's literally the only reason I'm going to probably get a Switch 2 is for Pokopia and faster Shiny Hunting resets, because I'm a shill that way. They are so much faster on the Switch. Yeah, Horndrill and Fisher are disgusting in Nuzlocke, especially in like Gen 1 and Gen 2. Uh-oh, what'd you do, Ambi? What'd you do? Did you break something? Oh no, did you buy a Switch 2 while you were out grocery shopping? That would be a you thing to do. Did they have one? You're just like, yep, I'm gonna buy it. I need it. You're gonna buy a Switch 2 while out grocery shopping. That's my bet. I bet you did that. You found one in stock, you're like, I'm gonna buy it while grocery shopping. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm getting way better at handling 3 controllers at once though, which is always good. I do think Charmander is the one that you'll notice the least. Did I get it right? Is that what you did? Is my intuition that good? Oh. Okay, maybe my intuition wasn't correct. I hope my intuition is correct, but if it requires DM, then uh-oh. I did start watching the Pokemon X and Y anime again. I finally caved. I put Tubby on my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna be less of a pirate. I'm gonna watch things officially with a few ads, and Tubby's ads aren't that bad, and they've got a decent roster of, you know, some old animes dubbed and stuff. So, and Pokemon comes across it, so I'm like, I'll watch it again. And I'm actually really enjoying, you know, there's some cringiness, because, you know, there's always cringe in Pokemon dubs and some of the other dubs, but overall I'm enjoying it. Let's see. Another Charmander. Should we switch every 100? That's what I was thinking. Is do I switch which Pokemon I hunt every 100, or do we just go for one, then the other, then the other? I do know a couple people who do switch every, you know, every so many encounters, and then they, you know, they never know which one they're actually going to get because they're switching. And, you know, that is fun, but I personally prefer getting the target I want right away. But I guess if all 3 of them are your targets, it won't be a huge deal. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. The music's still going all right. I swear sometimes I think the music is just like frozen, not working correctly, but it looks like it's still going this time. So. Also, I realized if I get it, then the beginning of the game is going to be, well, I guess we could just overlevel the shit out of Charmander. It also depends on, I think I want to beat Brock and then go, there's a repel trick I want to try. I got to get some Illuminators, but I now know where to get the Illuminators. I know where they are, and I just haven't played through Leaf Green yet. So I was hoping I would just steal my brother's Switch, have him trade me a couple of Starmies to the new save files. Yeah, exactly. The question is, am I going to have more luck on the 20-year-old physical cartridge that's in the DS? Or am I going to, or are the new digital copies going to get lucky? I'm pretty sure there are more encounters saved up across the physical cartridge than the digital, but the digital has 2 games going while the physical's only 1, because I don't have a Fire Red copy. Although I am super glad. It does look like, I was telling Ambi about this, but I'll talk about it again. Well, I guess I didn't talk about it on stream. It looks like the Fire Red cartridges are going to come way down in price because nobody's buying them right now. So all of the listings are just staying up. Like, I keep seeing all these listings, but they're just staying up. And some of them have even come down. Like, what I was telling him about was that I have a local cartridge for Fire Red that they only want 120 for right now. There's one that's like a 45-minute drive that they want 124 for a Fire Red copy, and then there's one that's a little bit farther of a drive they want 125 for. So hopefully if that trend keeps happening, the cartridges will come down, and I'm hoping they get down to maybe between 60 and 80, because, you know, loose cartridges aren't valuable to collectors. Collectors want the sealed inbox, you know, good sticker, good case quality. So a lot of the loose copies, the loose copies don't sell for much. But what people buy the loose copies over is to play them. Now that they can play them on the Switch, you know, they're not going to buy the loose cartridges. So the only people who are really, unless they're in really good condition or in box, I don't see them selling for a high price anymore. I see them coming down quite a bit. Ooh, we're almost at 100, 300 per game. Oh, okay. I was worried for a second. Oh, you got the game too? I was worried when you were afraid to say it on stream. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Too bad. If you stream it, I won't be able to watch. I don't want any spoilers for the game. Like, I want to go into it as blind as possible. Like, all I know about the game is you can build shit. There's like minecarts, musics, and there's a bunch of Pokemon. And I know some of the Pokemon that are in it, but other than that, I don't know very much about it. Oh, this is the 100th encounter. We are seeing 3. We've seen 300 tonight. That's not bad at all. And how long have we been streaming? Well, but that doesn't count the eating portion of the stream and some of the other stuff. I've been live for an hour and a half, but I was eating some, not hunting, technical problems, so that's actually pretty good for an hour and a half. Oh, you won't be streaming it? Okay, that's probably a good idea. So were you grocery shopping at like a Walmart or a Target and you saw it in stock and like, yep, I'm gonna get the bundle? Or did you go to Costco? That's a better bet. I bet you it was the Costco bundle. Because I think Costco's actually taking a loss on them. You definitely strike me as someone who'd shop at Costco. I was super tempted to try and talk to my siblings and be like, you know what? With a Costco bundle, do we want to go a little all in for one? But, you know. My brother just bought a house, and he really doesn't need anything extra, even though he's working the government job and the government money, so, it's gonna do okay on those 2. Man, apparently this title didn't do near as good as I thought it would either. I don't know what's going on with the algorithm. I bet you it's reading my rival's name, and it's like, nope, sorry, you have bad words in your rival's name. We can read it. Oh. So where did you end up finding one in stock? That leaves Walmart, Target, Best Buy, I guess, but Best Buy wouldn't have it. I guess that makes sense. Costco makes more sense when you're feeding like a family, not an individual and roommates. Especially now that they pulled the plan of, you know, you can't share memberships anymore between family members. I think it's you have to be in the same house, or even it might even not even be in the same house anymore. They pulled the Netflix. All right, how do I make a poll again? Is it like this? Can I make a poll like this? Let's see, chat filter. I don't remember how I can make a poll, but I kind of want to make a poll. How do I make a poll again? Oh, wait, you made another YouTube channel, or did you just change the profile picture? I'm confused now. Is that a separate channel, or is that the same channel and you just renamed it? Hey, Costco has a lot of good things for like lunches. Like they've got a lot of good frozen and microwavable stuff for lunch. Like I buy ramen and some other stuff there. They've also got some stuff that goes on sale every once in a while. That, you know, you... Oh, okay. Did your ex stalk that one too? I'm not sure if I should be talking about this on stream, but I feel like I'm going to talk about it on stream. Did she stalk your YouTube channel too? All right. We're at 105. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I have to moderate you, huh? I never modded your new channel, did I? Let's see, I guess I didn't do that one correctly. 105. Well, I guess it would help if I counted it after I reset it. Let me make sure I mod you on your new channel. Add as moderator. There you go. You now have the ultimate power of being an omnipotent moderator on your channel. Come on, Charmander. Oh, I did that again. Hold on. So we need to do that on those, and then hit A, and then hit B. That sucks, but I'm glad you're happy. You've had some crazy exes over the years. Let's see. So we're gonna do. Oh. Apparently, I did not hit the button. Reset, reset, and reset. Cool. I'm surprised at how long a DS Lite battery lasts, even with the controller and the Arduino and the TV outboard hooked up. Like, it's just surprising that the battery still lasts long, even with some of the extra current draw. Am I not a mod? Well, you never really stream on the new channel. Like, at least if you do stream, I don't get notified and show up anymore. I mean, I guess I could do the chat moderation, but yeah. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Like the online on the DS was so good. Although I do hate breeding in Gen 4. I'm still working on breeding my Smeargles because I started it, so I figured I'd finish it, and I still haven't gotten one single 4IV Smeargle that I know about. And I've almost bred an entire Gen 4 set of boxes of them. So I think I'm going to do some hacky hack, and I'm going to breed it in Gen 6 and then do some hacking magic to send it back down to Gen 4 so that I can get, you know, a 5IV decent Smeargle for shiny hunting in Gen 4. Just get it in Gen 6 and then send it back down to Gen 5 or Gen 4 after EV training it and setting up the moves. I probably want to set up the moves afterward. Yeah, that's one of the things I really liked about BDSP was how they improved the Gen 4. They improved the Elite Four and Cynthia, but they didn't do it for the gym leaders, which is weird. Like, Gen 4 are fun, but the biggest criticism is the gym leaders. Like, you know, the gym leaders in the Elite Four, they're just, the level scaling just isn't there. Although, I do have a really stupid story that I was going to tell on, because young me was playing, I think my brother's Heart Gold copy. I think I took over after a while and just started playing it. You know, because we shared our games and shared our save files. And I played through the game with a decent team. I don't remember what it was, but I did not have coverage for Lance's Dragonite. And little old me thought Dragonite and Charizard were basically the same thing. Like, you know, they're both the same color scheme. They must be the same typing. You know, it looks like a fire type. So I thought I'd just lead with my water type starter and kick the Dragonite's ass. Well, that didn't work. And I just kept doing it over and over again. I'm like, why aren't I being able to take this Dragonite out? Yeah, it turns out it was a dragon flying type, and I needed electric or dragon coverage, or ice coverage to take it out. So I ended up having to lose the battle because I saved beforehand, and then I had to go get an Ampharos and level it up, and then use the Ampharos for the Dragonites, and that ended up working. That was not fun. But yeah, that's one of my stupider Gen 4 moments of, oh, I did not know Dragonite's typing. Because... I played Black and White 2 before I played the Gen 4 games, and Dragonite was not in it. And you know, so I went Gen 5, Gen 4, then I played Gen 6 and Gen 7 later on. I didn't know that. We're talking about like 12-year-old me, 13-year-old me, a couple years after I moved to this house. Like, it was little me did not understand what typing things were. Wrong button. Wrong controller. If we go to 1,000 tonight, do we just push through and stream until we get to 1,000 between all three games? What is that? 3... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stop distracting me, chat. You're making me try and nickname the Pokemon. Oh, do you know what pisses me off about the Switch remakes so much? They fixed some bugs, which is great. Like, they fixed the Roar glitch, they added in the Aurora ticket and some of the other events, which I'm not going to play personally. I personally like to catch Pokemon in their original games, so if I do Lugia and Ho, it's going to be in Diamond and Pearl and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But you can't name yourself slurs anymore, and you can't name your rival slurs anymore. Don't fall asleep. I'll get the shiny when you're asleep. And then I'll wake you up when I do. Yeah, so I had to improvise, as you can see. My rival on the bottom one, I was actually able to name it, you know, the name. I'm not going to say it on stream because YouTube will kill me if I say that. But the top ones, I've just named them slurs backwards. Because you can name them backwards slurs. You can't name them real slurs, but you can name them backwards slurs. So I have bypassed their system by naming my rival backwards slurs and an actual slur on the real GBA game. Like, what I don't understand is they've already got filters, right? So if you transfer up a Pokemon from the older games where you can name it whatever, it will just reset the name to the default. And I don't see why they wouldn't do that in the digital releases. Like, I mean, maybe it's because there was local trading and they didn't want the local trading even to be able to do that. But, like, if you were to trade it in Pokemon Home, you could easily... It already has the filter set up to default the names from older games, so... Too late. My rival's name is already... My rival's name is already a backward slur. And my main save file, well, my other save file, it's not my main save file, is also a backwards slur. So, let's see, I forgot that's that button, those buttons, and then watch, I'll get a shiny while you're taking a nap. You're just listening with headphones on or something. And then you're like, 'cause I'd imagine you'll go to sleep. Tram emoji. Did that show up as an emoji, or is it just words like anyone else? Okay, yeah, we can figure that out. I've done it before. You just need 2 separate stream keys, if I remember correctly. And then you set up one stream key with one stream key with the other, and then they're just you just set up both streams, and the one streams to one streams to the other. Hello, Dakamogas, if you're still here, welcome on in. That didn't show up as an emoji. If it was supposed to show up as an emoji, I just see tram emoji words, so. Can you feel the sunshine? My favorite, one of my favorite soundtracks. Let's see, I need to go. Where was I going again? Oh yeah, I was gonna go here. There we go. All right. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick. No. Can you feel the sunshine? I wonder how charged my earbuds are, if I can put them back in and listen to some more music. Although we've already looped through the stream music once, so I still need to add more to the playlist. I just don't know how much more. Anyways, where did I put my earbuds? Here they are. We'll go ahead and see if my earbuds are charged enough. Let's go. They're charged enough. I definitely recommend doing some research on that ATOM vertical plugin. It's really handy in OBS. It does have some really annoying things, like you can't undo and you can't redo. So you have to be really careful what you do, because you can't undo any of the modifications you make to your layout. So you have to be really careful. Can you feel the sunshine? Live right another day. Can you feel the sunshine? Need to run away. No shiny. I love this OST so much. Can you feel it? All right. Can you feel the sunshine? Day. Yeah. Need to run away. Oh, I did the wrong one. That's what I did wrong. Alright, let's go back to here and see what it thinks. I really need to tighten that around. Alright. I need to make sure I pull chat back up, don't I? Pull chat up, put you back here, and go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Fast encounter, fast encounter, fast encounter. Oh, I did the nickname again. Great. Well, I'm pretty good at hitting the right button to cancel the nickname, so we're pretty good about that. Do you You. This and that. Man, I'm really good at trying to give it nicknames today. Wow, more people showed up. Thank you all, everyone, for tuning in. We are doing Charmander. The top two games are the Fire Red and Leaf Green from the Switch, and the bottom one is a physical Leaf Green cartridge. We're doing some shiny hunting on it. So, I hope to get it tonight. If we got really lucky. I've seen some people get really lucky in this game. And I've got a lot of encounters caked up between the three. I mean, I've played through Fire Red on the Switch. I've played through Leaf Green a couple of times on the physical cartridge. So we have plenty of encounters caked up. So we've done 120 per game. Apparently I did not do the third one that time, so we'll do that then. Let's see. B button. We're in the lab now. Grab the Charmander. I really want to do a poll, but I don't remember how I can start a poll. Thought I could do it from chat, but it doesn't seem to want to let me. Can I do it like this? Community moderation, participants, moderation activity, timestamps, reactions, and send back. Maybe they revoked my ability to do polls. I know I've done a poll before. I just don't remember how. Catch those ones up. Let's go. We're getting the Charmander tonight. I know it. We're not stopping until we get Charmander. That title did really well for that one creator who did that. He does the not stopping until we catch it, but then he does end up stopping and waiting the next day. Watch, we're gonna get it right after doing that. Let's see. Nope. I think this title and thumbnail are gonna do okay. Won't give me the most watch time, but it'll give me some. Although maybe I should alternate my button presses a little. Let's see, what is this again? Yes, I do have YouTube Studio open. Is that why it won't let me? Because you can't have YouTube Studio open to run a poll at the same time. Oh, you do it. You have to create the poll inside of YouTube Studio. You can't just do it with the pop-out chat. Well, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I was trying to do it with the pop-out chat instead of just YouTube Studio. But apparently you have to have YouTube Studio to do it. Where do we get shiny tonight? Then we add one more option. No shiny tonight. Alright, I've started the poll. And then we just pop out chat. Gen 2 music. I love Gen 2 music. It's great. See, does the poll show up? Oh, it looks like it's still handling the poll on the YouTube side. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-ba, bum-ba-da-ba. Poll showed up yet? Oh, the poll did show up. All right. Aha, poll showed up. I can see the poll now. Now you all have to deal with the annoying poll. I wish they weren't so big. You know, I like polls and interactions and stuff, but they take up so much room and they always show up as soon as you enter the stream. It can get kind of annoying. But if you're still here, definitely check out the poll. Give me your answer. I want to know. Am I going to get lucky or am I going to get miserable? Because we all know that, you know, the wisdom of the crowd will guarantee shinies. It has nothing to do with 1 in 819 2 odds and everything to do with chat. No, everyone's starting with no shiny tonight, sad face. Everyone's like, nope, you're not getting a shiny. You're not that lucky. You're not as lucky as the Chikorita you got a couple years ago. Ooh, Lost Wits. Not to be confused with Kokiri Forest, which they sound very similar. And I always get them mixed up. Oh. Come on, shiny. Come on, shiny. It's just... Okay, it's only got 1 vote, so... I need someone else to vote in the poll and give me luck. Come on. Everyone knows the result of the poll is the truth, and we know that the results of the poll will be the results of the night. Obviously, it's chat has control over the shiny hunt. No. Alright. I guess we're gonna stick to 100% no shiny tonight, sad face. Unfortunately. That means we won't get a shiny tonight, because chat has deemed it so. What game is this one from? I recognize the soundtrack. I think it's Gen 5? KANTO Town. I don't know what that is in English. Seems like the poll scared everyone away. No shiny, no shiny. Throw buttons. Gerudo Valley again. We've definitely gone through this. Amber, are you the only one who voted in the poll? And did you vote no? Did you vote no because I told you you'd go double odds? Are you getting back at me for making you go double odds? That would be like you, wouldn't it? I take your silence as a yes. All right, fine then. I'll just have to do the same thing in your polls. We'll just go back and forth all the time. Fine. I'll just have to do the same thing in your polls. I'll just turn everyone against you. Be like, nope, you're not getting the shiny either. And then we'll both go forever. We'll both never get shinies. Have you posted any of your videos yet, or do I have to go back through streams to watch the reactions? I mean, I'm okay going back through your streams to find the reactions. I just gotta remember which one was which. It's not that hard to find, because usually, you know, once you get one, you change it. Because you got the Snorlax, you got one of the Game Corner Mons, Snorlax, Charmander. Let's see, what else did you get? What have you gotten? 4 shinies total? 5 shinies? Something like that? Let's hear it for Nimbasa City! A bustling city in the Unova region with the best musical soundtrack in any Pokemon game. Second to none. The one that is also the only one that gets these streams copyrighted, because apparently all the other soundtracks, nope, they don't care. You use Nimbasa City? Oh yeah, they'll copyright you. Which doesn't matter for streams. Technically it's set to something like the creator allows you to use it or something like that. I don't remember what it was. It doesn't give you a copyright claim or strike. It just tells you the creator allows it and it says it's a copyright found or something like that. I'd have to go back and look at it. Also, it's getting late enough that I might not want to find a shiny, because, you know, if you scream in the middle of the night, people complain sometimes. Although it's not as bad as the time where I got Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo was in the evening sometimes when people weren't sleeping, but I got the random Sudowoodo, and I don't know about that, because it's not the same game. So because you're playing music from a different game, I feel like music inside of a game is one of those that's interesting. Driftville and Nimbasa City back to back. That is awesome. I don't know how that technically works. But yeah, it's set to something like creator allows for this to be used in videos and stuff. I'd have to look at it and see the official name, whatever they called it. That one, and start mashing D. See, we're almost at, what is it, 450 between all 3 games? And it's only been, what? It's been a little over 2 hours and we've done almost 150. Not bad. We'll definitely be able to do more. We're definitely doing more. Let's see, it's that one now. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to do more since some of that was eating, some of it was technical issues. I do wish I was able to start a little earlier tonight, but unfortunately, it took me a long time to get the layout figured out the way I wanted it to and set up. So, let's do this, check summary. Ooh, we're back into the Minecraft music. Love the Minecraft music. I've been really enjoying watching people play like the beta Minecraft and the console Minecraft since the console Minecraft leaked. Just seeing what people can do in the older versions. It's pretty interesting to watch. Makes me want to go back and watch maybe like the older season of Hermitcraft or some of that other stuff. I have not watched Hermitcraft Season 6 because Season 7 is where a lot of the more modern features came in. So I pretty much stuck to that. But after watching a lot of people have fun in the older versions, I may go back and watch like Mumbo and Grian's Hermitcraft Season 6 episodes and see if I enjoy it or not. I really just need to go back and rewatch some of the other seasons anyways, because it's been I haven't rewatched a couple of the seasons in a while. Thank you, I really appreciate that. You know, it's weird. It's like every other season is good with Hermitcraft. Like Season 7 was amazing, Season 8 was okay, Season 9 was amazing, Season 10 was okay, and I didn't watch all of it. Now I do need to still catch up on Season 11, because Season 11 is like, holy crap, there are some amazing terraforming and builds. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of using Lightmatica and some of those. I'd rather build my builds I'd rather them come from mine, but I understand being a YouTuber and wanting to use Lightmatica and some of the other tools in your builds to make them good and be able to get your videos out pretty quickly. And I'm really enjoying what people have been able to do. Like seeing Scar terraform and Grian terraform. I don't know if Mumbo's using them. I think Mumbo's still doing it all by hand in a test world. But I don't know. I haven't actually caught up on Mumbo's videos yet. I was caught up on Grian's Season 11. I was working on catching up on Impulses, and then I was going to do Tango and Mumbo as well. Then I might go back and watch Gems. You know, usually I watch Tango, Impulse, Scar, Grian, and Mumbo. And then sometimes I watch Gem and Pearl. A lot of times I don't watch their entire episodes. I kind of just watch the episodes that look interesting. All right. We're gonna get here. We're gonna get to 450 or 500 here pretty soon. Halfway to 1,000. I just got shinoed. My brain was like, one of those looks different. It's got to be shiny, and then it wasn't actually shiny. I got shinoed. I hate getting shinoed. Lumia City. This one is another one that is definitely up there on the OST charts. You know, there's so many fond memories of just running through Lumio City while breeding eggs. Like I got a living dex in Gen 6 and Gen 7, and I did so much breeding for that living dex in Lumio City, just listening to the music while hatching eggs. And the interesting thing is, I had the Shining Charm when I was doing it, because I was doing it to be able to transfer the Pokemon to another save file so that I could easily get the Shining Charm on multiple save files. And I actually got a random Shiny Charmods. I got a couple random Shiny Charmods eggs, and around the daycare while collecting eggs, I actually also got a completely random Shiny Charmods Illumise, all while working on getting a living dex so that I could get more Shiny Charms in more games, which I thought was really awesome. You know, I do still want to finish. I still need to finish Zygarde at some point. I'm done with Dynamax Adventures for a while. I do still want to get the Unshiny Lock Legendaries too, that I started. Just not right, you know. Just they're going to be more full odds hunts, so, and I can only double hunt them at a time. I can't do any more than that, so. I really prefer doing as many reset hunts as I can between all my consoles. So, should I do 6 times hunting sometime? Just do both my 3DSs, my DSs, and my Switches. I got Shinoed again. You'd think you wouldn't be able to get Shinoed so often, but I get Shinoed way too often. That was so weird that the DS got so far ahead of that. And blocks and shit, cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I did not know this song was called Wet Hand. I do like having Minecraft soundtracks on my stream playlist. It feels like, you know, Minecraft music fits really well with shiny hunting streaming. It's just kind of casual and yeah, it's just casual, you know. I don't think I counted that one. I might have counted it, but I don't know if I did, so. Oh. I'm debating what I should do in terms of I'm trying to figure out. Oh, did I miss one? Apparently I hit B too fast on that one. Nope, don't want to do that. We're 3 away from 450. That's awesome. Even though these are full odds hunts, they're not bad, especially when you're multi-hunting. Is this the third time we've heard supersonic racing tonight? Is that how long it's been? I'm just gonna stay quiet and you guys can listen to supersonic racing. Come on now, race! Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. You're just supersonic racing. There's no time to look around. You're supersonic racing. You're a point of no return. Supersonic racing. Don't let the fires burn. Everybody, everybody. Let's see, you need to do that. We're officially at 450 with this last encounter. Let's see where you... Supersonic. Come on, if we're gonna get a shiny, it's gotta be doing supersonic racing. Let the fires burn. Don't you know we really have to go to a place? I can't hit high notes anymore. Alright. Why am I tired already? Do we get a 200? That'd be 600 total. I'd rather go to 1,000 tonight, but you know, no, we're not gonna even. We're gonna get a shiny before 1,000. We're gonna get Ambi's luck. Or maybe Absol's luck. Absol got pretty lucky too, but he's hunting between 5 games total. This one will be the shiny. Shiny first encounter. First encounter. Where's that notification? Thought I'd get an interesting YouTube notification. No, we don't want to nickname it. How'd that one get so far behind again? I don't understand how that one got so far behind. Should I just end the poll? I was hoping someone would combat Ambi as shiny. Like, nope. Ambi is the only one who's filled out the thing. Let's see, that one's that one. And those ones would be... Every time my brother hears this song, he thinks it's supersonic racist. He knows it's not, but it does kind of sound like that. So every time he sings it, he's like supersonic racist. And now I can never not think about that either. I don't know if this is the second or third time I've gone through this playlist today. I think it's the third. I don't know. I think it's the third time I've gone through this playlist so much. If you're just new, go ahead and hit the poll. Maybe hit the like and subscribe button. If you're enjoying this stream, enjoying listening to some calming music, some button presses, me not getting a shiny because I have terrible luck. I do want to stream more often. I'm thinking about doing every day is a different Pokemon game. They do different generations every day. So we do one day for Gen 1, one day for Gen 2, one day for Gen 3, one day for Gen 4, etc. Imagine I just post this in a post. I'll probably get it offline, knowing my luck. I'll shiny hunt offline. See, I know we've heard Nimbasa City quite a few times tonight, but I think I've got it on the playlist twice. Oh, an Adamant Charmander. Although I don't think Adamant's very good in Gen 3, is it? Because it's flying is physical, but fire is special. I don't know what nature's good for Charmander in Gen 3. Shiny, shiny, where are you? Wrong button on that game too. That didn't work, did it? That one always ends up being the slowest. I guess it could be because it's an old. Oopsies, didn't want to do that. Is this Kokiri Forest or the other forest? I was gonna mix it up. I really do need to get more on this playlist. Feeling good on a Wednesday. How far can I go tonight? I don't know. I'll probably try and go to 600. It's another 40 per game. It's another 20-ish minutes probably at least. Lullaby. The Minecraft soundtracks names are so weird. This one is called Subwoofer Lullaby. Like, I had no idea what their names were while playing the game. I just love them. And I put them on the... game. I thought I hit that. $163 is the charm, right? Togath and Tanuk received the Squirtle. We'll just end that poll. Ambi wins the poll. I'm going for all 3 starters, so that's going to be a bit. But there's a repel trick in Viridian Forest that guarantees a Kakuna or a whatever the other one is. So I'll probably do Viridian Forest, Kakuna, and Metapod. It's the repel trick is exclusive to per game, so I don't think I'll do a Dream Team quest. There's just a lot of good hunts I want to do in this game. Like, I do want to do the Snorlax, but I want to do a I just want to do a bunch of the fun hunts in this game. Like, you know, the Game Corner Pokemon, the starters Game Corner Pokemon, some of the fully evolved Pokemon. You know, just there's a lot of really good hunts in these games that I like to do. But there's a lot of other hunts in a lot of other games that I want to do too. I mean, 600 between all 3 games. So that's what I'm saying. 600 between all 3 games, which would be 200 per game. That's what I mean. Part of me wants to put a timer up. Just like I had before on the other layout. Just do the same title and thumbnail concept. Just do 100 hours in X. Because this versus one isn't really working well. So I may just put the timer back up. I hit the wrong button on that. That's why I'm like... Let's see. We got no shiny, and no shiny. I'm really tired for some reason. Normally I'm not this tired this late, but I do still want to potentially get some of my Smeargles bred tonight too, so pick up my 3DS and breed some Smeargles. But it also depends on how well the stream does. You know, if the stream does better, I might stick around for a little while longer. I think it'd be cool to get to 1,000 between all 3 games, but that's over 300 per games, and we're only halfway there. Which one do you do? Let's see. I gotta find a way. I gotta find a consistent title idea that works well with people. The thing about hunting with one Joy-Con apiece, though, is that it does take a toll on your fingers. The bigger controllers are nicer to hunt on. But you can see I'm already slowing down a bit because I'm hitting the wrong buttons because how tired I am. It's not a bad little stream. Just got to get momentum built up again. But I want to do the Lapras. I want to do some safari hunts. Which is why I think I'm going to hunt in these games a lot. Because I think I want to be able to do Safari Week this year, and I need to get... So I need to get the starters and whatever hunts I want to do out of the way. What sucks, though, is you can't get a white flute in Fire Red and Leaf Green. The white flute was introduced in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And I think you can trade it over from Emerald, if I remember correctly, but because Emerald's not on it, you can't use it, so. Ambi, do you recognize what generation this is from? It took me a minute. I swear I saw a star there for a second, and I got Shinoed again. I don't know how, you know, it's so obvious, yet somehow I'm getting Shinoed. You think I wouldn't be able to get Shinoed with Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I got Shinoed. Is the music too loud? Is that part of why people are turning away? I see a lot of people come in and then just immediately scroll. So I'm wondering if the music's too loud or something else is up. Like, can you hear me clearly over the music, or should I turn it down more? I got Shinoed again. This is Snowbell City. That's what it is. And Snowbell City is now over. What's coming on next? Or is it the end of the playlist? That might be the end of the playlist. No. It just decided that it was going to stop after that one. Weird. I guess we're listening to Snowbell City again. I was kind of hoping to get the shiny so that I could mess with Matt, and then he'd just wake up to me screaming if he's still here, just listening while sleeping. Although I don't know if he would do that. I don't remember if he would do that. I'll probably spend the night watching other people's shiny reactions to the starters. Make sure I'm used to it. Back to Gen 2. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. No nickname. Okay. Go there and then go back to this one, and back to this one. Oh, okay, we're here. I wonder if YouTube implemented the same change that Twitch did, where if you're not actively chatting, you're not counted as a viewer in the viewer count. 3424? Aw, that's a long way away. I mean, I'd appreciate it under half odds, but that's still a long ways away. Although, it's better than, you know, no shiny. So, we'll see. I believe this is Arya Math or something like that. Gotta work for shiny? I don't want to work for shiny. I want to be lazy in my shinies and just get them quickly. I think the most I've gone for a full-on shiny in these games is like 4,000 in Gen 4. I don't think I've had one go farther than that. I've had really good luck with most full odds hunts I've done in older games. I don't know, because I know I did Totodile, I did Chikorita, I did Giratina, and I did Rotom. Between Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That was before I got my Diamond and Pearl copies. Well, the viewer count just jumped up again. Cool. And then it jumped back down immediately. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. I really do wonder if they implemented the same change Twitch did, where if you're not chatting, you're not counted as an active viewer. Because when you went AFK for a minute, it dropped down to 1, even though I'm pretty sure you were still here. So I'm wondering if it is, if you don't chat much, if even if you're listening, it doesn't count you as a viewer. Because I know Twitch made that change for some reason. I was listening to, I think, Gem talk about it. Where they were, Gem and Green were talking on stream, and they're like, yeah, you know, you can't see the actual view count anymore. And it would make sense if YouTube made the same changes as Twitch, because even if they're bad changes. Which means there could be a lot more people here listening than I actually know. They're just, I just can't see that they're here lurking because the view count is. And I was in a couple of friend streams, and theirs were the same way, where, normally they've got 20, 30 people actively viewing it on the view count, and now it was down to 2 or 3 because they only have a few people who actively chat. I really do wonder if YouTube made that change as well. Tell you what, if you're just coming in, we're gonna run an experiment. If you're coming in and you haven't said something in chat, please say something in chat so I know you're here, so that we can test our theory as to if YouTube has implemented the same change where even if you're just here lurking, you're not counted as a view count unless you chat. Because I've seen, like, it'll go up to 4 to 6 and then it'll go back down to 2, and then it'll go to 4 to 6 and it'll go back down to 2. So maybe it is people just swiping by, but normally people stay for a while and they're like, you know, this is interesting. I'll go ahead and look. I mean, unless Fire Red and Leaf Green aren't as interesting as BDSP, which is what I was streaming before, getting 20 to 30 to 40. I mean, you'd think that the concurrent viewers would be correctly without it, but like I can look at the concurrent viewers in the on the thing, and I think it says 3 most of the time, even when my phone says 2. So we'll see. But this says I've had almost 300 people come in and out, but the average view duration is 1 minute and 30 seconds. So that's still a lot. I mean, that's almost 300 people at 1 minute 30 apiece. That's not bad. Yeah, exactly. I really like lurkers. Like when I was streaming BVDSP a couple weeks ago, like there were so many lurkers, but I was just talking to myself and they were just listening to music, listening to me yap. I don't mind yapping to lurkers as long as I can keep myself talking about something while we go, which usually requires a couple people in chat. And usually I get a couple people in chat. Like right now there's a third person. Nope, it went back down to 2. I was going to say there was a third person lurking for a second, but it went back down to 2. Okay. You be a responsible adult and go put your laundry away. Actually, this would be a really good time to test it. Why don't you leave the stream and come back without saying anything in chat, and we'll see if it counts you as a lurker. We'll see if it counts you or not. We'll run a little experiment. Keep pressing B for a second. Oh, jumped up to 3. Maybe it's, yeah, maybe it is like that. Maybe it is literally, it's not counting unless you're chatting. I don't know. I'll do some digging into it. See if anybody else has noticed the same changes. Yeah, it jumped down to 1, even though even though I'm assuming Abby's still here, it jumped down to 1. So I think that might be correct. I think it doesn't count lurkers anymore. I think that you have to have actively chatted at least once for you to remain on the view count. Like when you show up at first, it will make it so that you show up on the view count. If you don't chat, you don't. And then you have to chat to be back on it. Although now it's back up to 2, so maybe not. We'll see if it goes back to 1 without Ambi saying anything. Should push B. You're gonna listen to my horrible singing renditions of these songs. It jumped up to 3. Maybe I was wrong. But it feels like I'm right. My gut tells me that they did what Twitch did, where lurkers don't actively count towards the viewer count anymore. And they're not actively counting towards the watch time and some of the other stuff. I mean, maybe that's wrong. But that's kind of what it feels like, is that only people who have actively chatted count towards the view count. I don't remember if I counted that or not. I did just count that one. Okay. Who should we raid if we raid someone? I've got maybe another 5-10 minutes of stream before we raid someone. I think we go to 202. Usually I like to end on the 202 or 303 or 404 or 111 or something like that. But if we do raid someone, who do you think we raid? I don't even know if anyone's still streaming this late, so. I'd definitely like to start streaming earlier in the day, maybe tomorrow if I'm not busy. But I would like to drop that transmission tomorrow, or at least get started dropping it tomorrow, if I'm able to. But I gotta move some stuff out of the way to be able to drop it. Yeah, now it's back to 2 again. I mean, it really does seem like that's how it's working. It seems like if you've actively chatted, you can count towards the view count. If you haven't actively chatted, you don't count towards the view count. Like, it seems like it'll jump up between 3 and 6, and then it'll jump back down to 2, and then it'll jump up to 3 and 6, and it'll jump back down to 2. I really feel like people that are lurking aren't getting counted towards the viewer count. Maybe I'm wrong about that though, but that's what my gut is telling me that. I did not count that one, did I? Maybe I did count that one. I counted that one at a really weird time. But that's why I have it running on my phone, so I can double check. Oh, did I count this one already? Yep, I counted that one already. Okay, cool. It's probably because there's a break there that my brain's naturally like, oh, we've got a break, we should hit the button. Instead of just hitting the button right away. Dun, dun, dun. Who should we raid, Ambi? I know you're putting away laundry, so you probably won't be able to respond right away. But I'd like to find someone to raid. Ideally, I don't know if I actually have the raid feature unlocked, but usually I do a soft raid. Like I just do a fake raid where we just come in and say, like the old YouTube raids before they made it an actual feature. I might have the feature. If you know where it's at, let me know. But I don't think I do have it unlocked. I love this one too. I have such fond memories of Gen 5. I can name a lot of the music in it, and it's such good music. And I gotta remember which controllers for which game. Alright, let's see now. Dun, 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 dun. Keep pushing B. We're almost where I want to stop tonight. Let's see, so we're gonna do those two. 5 more encounters, and then we'll call it a night. At 600. $200 per game in under 3 hours. It's not bad. Is that really how long? I guess I started streaming at like maybe 10 o'clock-ish. A little after 10. So, yeah. Really only has been... Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was 9 o'clock, because it's been 2 hours. It's been almost 3 hours on stream. Let's see, we've got... 1, 2, 3... I hate when people join right before I'm about to end. Although if anyone's here and they know someone to raid, let me know. Let me know who's still streaming and who to raid, because I would like to raid someone with the few people I have here. We're about to hit 600 between all 3 games. This is our 600th encounter for every game. Let's see now. There's 600. 600 in under 3 hours. That's... That one needs A, and these ones need B. All right, 201. No shiny, no shiny, and no shiny. I think I did 30 encounters in 20 minutes. Last encounter of the night. Will it be shiny? Nope. Nope. And nope. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and stop stream. I don't know if I would raid somebody. Amber, you know anyone? You know if anyone's still alive worth raiding? It was pretty late, so I don't think there is anyone that I know who's live worth raiding. So we need to be careful of this state. 202. Let's see. I don't see anyone. Yeah. I don't see anyone live, so. Almost 300. I had one peak 20 viewer. I might try the old one. Alright then, I'm just going to end stream without rating anyone. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been almost a 3-hour stream, which is good. We've got to 600, so, you know, it'll only take 20 streams at 23-hour streams to get the odds, you know. 10 3-hour streams would be at 6, so probably closer to 15. Also, the Diaz back.